Hey, Wemmer World Entertainment, and we got an interesting story here regarding Cobra Kai and the Karate Kid Legends. In terms of the showrunners are speaking, how these two are actually going to be linked. Because that is one of the questions with Cobra Kai and Legends was, well, is Cobra Kai a part of this? Are they ignoring it completely? Is anyone else from Cobra Kai going to show up? Now, before we jump into the article that talks about it, and it's interesting what they're speaking about, because they don't just speak about Legends, they do speak about other things. I have said previously when we did the trailer reaction stuff about Karate Kid Legends that I hadn't seen Cobra Kai, so I didn't know what way these stories could go and stuff. Well, I have now officially seen all of Cobra Kai from start to finish, and quite frankly I loved it. Thought it was fantastic. Loved it from start to finish. Favourite of the older characters, of course, had to be Johnny Lawrence. Surprisingly, my favourite character of the younger people was actually the character of Tori, believe it or not. That's right, the girl. I just think she had overall the better kind of character arc, and the way they developed her character and the things she went through and where she ends up and how she kept ending up, etc. I think she was the most kind of, I don't want to say flushed out character, but the more kind of rounded character. She was my favourite one. But now that I have seen it, of course, I'm leaning into now, like, wait, are any of them actually going to come from Cobra Kai as well? And I have seen on the IMDb and stuff, if you look at the cast for Legends, it doesn't obviously give you everyone. It does have the character of Samantha in there, which is the daughter. Now, I suppose, spoiler, if you haven't seen Cobra Kai, being that I've just seen it myself, where it ends up finishing with Samantha going to college in Japan. I'm curious as to, is that how she's going to show up, that maybe she's the character that Jackie Chan goes to and says, oh, maybe you should go to the States and meet my dad or something, because she is listed on there and I doubt it's for a big role. But let's see what they say on what the connections would be between Cobra Kai and Karate Kid Legends. So it's saying Cobra Kai's showrunners John Hurwitz and Josh Herold are still enjoying the great reception of the show's final, which was released on Netflix last February. It was sad to see Cobra Kai end, but the showrunners made sure to provide closure to the various arcs that fans of the martial arts drama followed for 6 seasons. However, Cobra Kai is not the end of the Karate Kid franchise. The Netflix spin-off is just one more chapter in the Miyagi-verse. That's right, they're calling it the Miyagi-verse. So aside from Star Wars, the DCU and the MCU and Dune, there are not many franchises that have found success in movies and television. The difference between the two mediums are vast, and not many writers have found a way to make the concepts simultaneously coexist in film and TV. Now, after originally being a movie franchise before its foray into the small screen with Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid franchise is returning to the big screen with its new story. One of the biggest questions in everybody's mind is how the upcoming movie will connect with Cobra Kai. There's no question that it's all part of the same universe, and it has been confirmed that Karate Kid Legends takes place a few years after the series final. But is there more? Hurwitz and Herold spoke to the direct at the 52nd Saturn Awards, and they confirmed the pretty obvious link. It's all about Daniel Russo, the underdog played by Ralph Macchio, throughout the entire franchise. But beyond that, they were not able to incorporate more details to make it more canon. They just made sure that there were no contradictions between the TV series and the upcoming movie. So this is what their actual statement is to the direct. They said, well, it's technically a Karate Kid movie. You know, that's our show's Cobra Kai. And the commonality is they both have Daniel Russo. That movie is kind of branching off the tree from the Jackie Chan movie of 2010. And you'll have to see how they tie those things together. We were knee deep in making the final season of Cobra Kai when we found out about the movie happening. And you know, we just wanted to make sure that there were no contradictions so that if fans watch it, they're like, whoa, Cobra Kai said this, and this movie said that. And Ralph Macchio made sure of that, you know. There was nothing like that. So the first thing they're saying is obviously the main link is Daniel. That Daniel's son is the main link. And of course, if Samantha's in there, maybe the wife and stuff, and that'll probably be the main connection. It doesn't seem, at least as of now, it doesn't seem like Johnny Lawrence is going to show up, or anyone else like Hawk or even Tori or any of these guys. Of course, they could show up at the end. Could be cameos at the end of it. We don't know anyway, and you wouldn't give that away. But it seems to be like, look, we've done this, and these are the things that got set up with Cobra. You can't then go take these characters into the movie and contradict that. And they seem to be very much on board with that. But it continues anyway, saying the creators of Cobra Kai have shown interest in continuing the franchise with characters spin-offs. The show represented a major success for Netflix, and the streamers should not hold back from continuing the stories that have been appealing to fans. The Karate Kid legacy is strong and the franchise is alive, but exactly how will they continue? The Hawk spin-off is a possibility, and Ralph Macchio has said that a Cobra Kai movie could happen in the future if the conditions are met. There is a future for Cobra Kai, but franchise owners are probably waiting to see how the film does. Karate Kid Legends is set to be released in theaters on May 30th, 2025. It stars Macchio along with Jackie Chan, Ben Wong, Sadie Stanley, Joshua Jackson, and Ming-Na Wang. Probably butchered her name, among others. So you're hearing there. So they obviously, their link to Karate Kid Legends is obviously the Miyagi-Do. Will parts of that will show. We know Jackie Chan goes to the dojo in the movie because we've seen that in the trailer and stuff. And of course, Daniel Russo will be the main link. But then they're talking about, we also are thinking of, or at least there's talks that maybe a spin-off with the likes of the character of Hawk and stuff could be done. Don't know so much about that. I think these characters work better as a group. But the idea of a Cobra Kai movie, that could be really interesting. You know, to follow on from this, Legends, see where that goes, and then do a Cobra Kai movie, and even bring Jackie Chan into that. That could be really interesting. So we'll wait and see what actually happens. I'm looking forward to the movie. I've been looking forward to it since the trailer, and after seeing Cobra Kai all 6 seasons, I'm even more looking forward to the movie now. So bring it on. And I do hope that somewhere in it that Johnny Lawrence shows up. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.